Hello everyone, more DC Extension Wrestlers here, and today we have DC versus WWE again. This time, we have Dolph Ziggler versus Green Lantern. This is the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Not Jon Stewart, not Kyle Rayner. Hal Jordan. So who would win? Well, yeah. Comic book world. Who's smarter? That's Ziggler. I think even if we take away the fact that he's a real black person versus Hal Jordan, I would still say Ziggler, even in his wrestling form, was smarter than Hal Jordan. Fighting ability. That is Ziggler. He's a much better fighter. Yeah. Strength. Who's stronger? Normally with Green Lantern and Iron Man, I think the thing that most people tend to forget is that it's their weapons that make them stronger. Otherwise, they're just normal human beings. So it's because of that, Ziggler has it. Speed, that's Green Lantern. Green Lantern has speed because he can actually fly. Ziggler, he's just a normal man. Durability and vulnerability, those have to go to Ziggler. So who would win? Well, on one hand, you could say the point that Green Lantern can just trap him and put him up into space, but nah. Green Lantern doesn't do that, and we're gonna stick by that. You could say, Green Lantern can make constructs that can take, like, giant cruise ships and land them, but I think that can just KO Ziggler, but nah, I think Ziggler is tough enough to take it. Because, again, he's a WWE wrestler, and so we're using his WWE form, but in a comic book world. I think he's tough enough to take anything Green Lantern can take at him. Now, the real question is, can Ziggler actually tag Green Lantern? Since Dolph Ziggler, in comparison to literally any other wrestler, he has a very, very bad time tagging people. And is actually one of the weaker characters, because I think at a certain point in 2016, Ziggler became more beatable. He lost to Dean Ambrose. He lost to The Miz multiple times. Lost to Bobby Roode, and lost to a whole bunch of wrestlers. And I think it's that might actually be a disadvantage. But who would win? Well, the problem with Green Lantern is his cockiness. He probably would be like, normal wrestler versus me, I got this, I can just launch anything I want, but at the same time, he's going to realize Ziggler is actually a lot harder to beat when you're like that. So, therefore, in a comic book world, I'm actually going to give the victory to Dolph Ziggler. I think cockiness is the most important aspect as to how you can beat somebody. Same thing goes with intelligence. Something a lot of people don't realize when it comes to like who would win is there's more factors than just who's stronger, faster, more durable. Who's smarter. And the thing is, not every fight works out. If you notice all my versus videos, not every fight has the same result. Like, for instance, like, Spider-Man vs. Green Lantern did not have the same results as, like, I don't know, random fight. So that's why in these verses, it has to be more based on who actually has better advantages, who actually dealt with each other better. Yeah. And that's why I'm going to give this one to Ziggler. Now, in a wrestling match, where I'm almost confident where, yes, we can use GL, can make weapons, but we'll put them in a disqualification. But, yeah. So we're going to see without, like, him making weapons. This, again, same rules. I think Ziggler is smarter, stronger, and all that. However, I actually think Green Lantern wins in this case. For one reason. Ziggler really isn't that tough. He tries to get over the crowd, like that time where he parodied so many iconic wrestlers. He wants to get over the crowd. And this is his disadvantage. He tends to fight like the beings like when he usually beats like he only beats wrestlers who are like 80 or above him with help. He didn't beat John Cena on his own. He actually beat him because he had help. That is gonna give Green Lantern here the victory because of the fact that, well, one, Cena, don't get me wrong, John Cena is very powerful and very tough, but literally every other John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler match, Dolph never wins. This is now going to be like Wolverine versus Dean Ambrose. Who would overall win between the two? Well, I have to say Green Lantern. Because of the fact that, yes, Dolph Ziggler may win like in a comic book world, I don't think he'll win that often, even in the comic book world. Green Lantern, yes, he's not that powerful. I think people tend to overestimate him when it comes to power scale and say he's around Superman 101 level, but he's really probably the weakest out of all of them. I'd probably say he's actually like around Aquaman's level. But yeah, like I was saying, Green Lantern has the ability of concentrating his willpower. Dolph Ziggler, on the other hand, you can say he can perform a zigzag on top, giving him a victory over Green Lantern because the fall. No. Ziggler is just too cocky and arrogant for me to say, in general, for me to say that he can actually beat Green Lantern. Not to mention the many times he's actually lost matches. He's lost actually quite a lot. And like I said, at like around 2016, he started losing so much to the point that Green Lantern actually takes this match. But yeah. So overall, Dolph Ziggler might more often win in the comic book world, but in any other area or world, the victory goes to Green Lantern. So Green Lantern wins. But so yeah, that's all the time I had for this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.